The following is a Mid-Atlantic Sports special presentation.
Welcome fans to CWF Mid-Atlantic Rings. We're here at the Carolina Sports Arena in Burlington, North Carolina for more exciting Mid-Atlantic action.
That's right, early February 4th, 2006. KC McKnight going to work in singles action.
Yeah, he's squaring off against a youngster. We saw him at last year's Rumble on October 1st. It's Bobby Fontana.
Yeah, Fontana into the corner. KC slings him off. McKnight all the way back to the far corner, runs in. Nobody's home.
Fontana trying to take advantage of it. KC held onto the ropes and prevented that DDT.
Yeah, KC McKnight, he's still a young guy here in the Mid-Atlantic area. A lot of people have a lot of vision of what he may be able to do during his career, and he's starting out showing his wares off here to the crowd in the Carolina Sports Arena.
Yeah, KC McKnight in a very short career has gained the attention and eye of many, many notable names throughout the Mid-Atlantic territory. He's young. He could have a huge, huge future here in the years to come.
Yeah, that's true. But you've got to think he needs somebody to mentor him, to tutor him, somebody in his ear to keep all those other somebodies away.
Well, I sure hope it's not one like Brad Stutts, because KC McKnight seemingly has a big enough chip on his shoulder as it is.
Well, I don't think there'd be enough room on the corner of the ring during a match for KC and Fatback to consist side by side. But you can't take away from KC McKnight. I mean, I did not know who he was a year and a half ago. I heard the name, I saw the name, and he has been quite impressive since he's come in, and we've got a chance to show him off to the fans here in the Mid-Atlantic area and around the world.
Boy, that television title match he had with Jesse Ortega in the summer of 2005 was nothing short of brutal, as those two just beat the living tar out of one another. Some real bad hostility there. No one home for the leg drop, though. Bobby Fontana rolls out of the way, and possibly the opening he needs here.
Yeah, Fontana's able to catch a breath. He's trying to get himself back up. KC McKnight is almost totally ignoring the man. I mean, he's taking care of his own injured areas, and Fontana's going to try to show out a little here.
And Fontana trying to get some shots off on KC McKnight. Oh, man!
Oh, that could have broke the neck. I do not like the way he landed.
Very, very dangerous landing there as KC McKnight, I believe he pulled the tights and shot the head and neck of Fontana right into that bottom turnbuckle. And if he doesn't have whiplash out after that, I don't know what he's got.
I'll tell you what, you got to have hats off to Fontana for continuing after a shot like that. Beautiful double clothesline. Both men down.
Boy, you got to think the head and neck of Fontana are just hanging by a thread right now. How is that kid still even conscious?
I tell you what, I don't know. KC McKnight was surprised. I mean, he was delivering his own clothesline. Didn't see that one coming. That may have got his ire up a little bit.
No one home for another roundhouse by KC McKnight. Drop kick by Fontana.
I tell you what, I'm beginning to wonder if McKnight is not underestimating his opponent right now.
Very solid opening contest here on February 4th in CWF Mid-Atlantic action. Fontana now trying to maintain the advantage, shooting KC McKnight off. Big backdrop.
Oh my goodness, McKnight flat on the back, squirming in pain. Got to give it up to the youngster. He's trying to stay on top of the situation. McKnight able to kick out easily on a 2 count.
Well, he is showing a lot of heart, a lot more heart than I would have expected coming into this one. Oh, KC reversed out of it though. Has him, flips him over. Northern Lights has both legs hooked, and just like that, KC McKnight victorious over a very determined Bobby Fontana here today.
You're seeing the very well-known street sweepers, Gregory, Vercetti, and Sinn, but the Guerreros are going over the top.
Street sweepers make haste, and Chris Guerrero inadvertently launches himself into a stomach breaker, courtesy of Sinn. Rob Guerrero off the ropes, second clothesline by Vercetti, a second one off the ropes one more time, and a double maneuver by the street sweepers.
Flat on his back. Guerrero needs to get over and make a tag quickly. The street sweepers are showing you what tag team wrestling is all about.
This should be a fast and furious matchup between two of the most electrifying tag teams in the Mid-Atlantic region, the Street Sweepers and the Guerreros. Of course, it was just a couple weeks back on Converse Carino 2 on January the 28th. We saw the Guerreros against one of the other premier tag teams in the Mid-Atlantic, that being Alpha and Omega. Alpha and Omega victorious in this one. We'll see them later on tonight in individual competition.
Yeah, Rob Guerrero needs to get out of the corner. He's in the wrong place. Jason, the legal man in, going straight to the face of Guerrero. He's going to pick him up, demonstrate a little power, drop him square on his back on the AWA logo.
Pretty much ever since the Street Sweepers became a tag team in the summer of last year, they vied for the Mid-Atlantic tag team titles early on. They faltered in those contests and have been trying to get back to that #1 contendership. But tonight, the way it all works out, two regular tag teams are trying to fight here for a spot, while later tonight, by all accounts, a makeshift tag team in the form of Mitch Connor and Gary Stevens are actually going to get the shot at the championship against the Southside Players.
Yeah, the Southside Players, they're a staple in the Mid-Atlantic area. 3-time Mid-Atlantic tag team champs. I mean, who can derail them?
And they haven't been derailed since they won the titles last March 19th in Foxtown, North Carolina. But now, Rob Guerrero trying to fight his way out of the corner, rings some shots into the jaw of Gregory Vercetti.
Yeah, Vercetti's in the corner. Rob Guerrero going back in for a big splash. Oh my goodness, Vercetti's out of the way. He should have made the tag.
Rob Guerrero gingerly straddles the corner there. Chris Guerrero cannot wait and watch him any longer as Jason avalanches Rob Guerrero in the corner.
That's right, Vercetti back in for a knee across the top of the forehead. This one could be over quickly.
Boy, the Street Sweepers are just brutalizing Rob Guerrero here in the early going of this one.
And you see the boot straight across the throat. Referee Red Jones making the count. Vercetti somewhat lax, but he does eventually break.
Rob Guerrero doing everything he did, trying to gain a breather, but once again, Jason right on top of things, choking him out on the ring apron.
Gregory Vercetti's got the referee's attention. Red Jones, of course, not seeing anything Jason's able to do. Vercetti is back in control of the match.
The Street Sweepers slowing the pace down a little bit. You know, normally when you see a pace this fast, you have to think it favors the Guerreros because they're the high-flying, non-stop tag team of the Mid-Atlantic. But today the Street Sweepers have really almost used the Guerreros' game plan and really taken it to them as Jason elevates Rob Guerrero and plants him square to the AWA logo.
And you've got to wonder now, Jason's going to look around, going to play the crowd a little bit. Why isn't he making the cover? This match could be over.
You're exactly right. The Street Sweepers have lost many opportunities in the past because they're jaw-jacking with the crowd. Rob Guerrero turns it all the way around, driving Jason's head into the canvas with the DDT.
Yeah, Jason on his back. Rob's finally going to get over his brother, Chris Guerrero, tagged in. He's the legal man.
Ever since receiving that stomach breaker on the outside, Chris Guerrero has been doing nothing but standing, watching in the corner, waiting for that tag. And now Chris Guerrero trying to stay one step ahead of Jason, dug underneath the clothesline, off the rope, springboard, body press, down for the cover, but no, raining shots down the head instead of going for the count.
Well, that's a smart move on the part of Guerrero, but I find it kind of unusual. Jason out of the way. Guerrero back on his feet.
Super kick right under the jaw of Jason. This time, Chris Guerrero with the cover and only able to get a 2 count.
Yeah, he just barely got the 2 on that one. That was heading towards 3. The referee's hand was coming down with Jason kicked out. Chris Guerrero back in control of Jason's arm and wrist now. He's tagging his brother back in.
Yeah, you got to wonder, has Rob Guerrero really had enough time to recuperate? There on the outside, double team action there by the Guerreros. Rob Guerrero with the cover. Jason, desperate need to make a tag.
Yeah, Jason, believe it or not, is on the wrong side of the ring. You know, ring positioning is all what the Street Sweepers are about. And right now, their own game is working against them as Guerrero drops an elbow across the back and the shoulder.
Yeah, but Rob Guerrero still looks very tired from that beating he took early on at the hands of the Street Sweepers. Brother Chris now back in, big body slam on Jason, and possible double team gourd buster and leg drop combination.
Oh, he's calling for his brother to come in. Referee's down, gets a 1-2. Jason just sort of kicks him off.
Normally, at this time in the contest is where you see Gregory Vercetti running in, but Chase Sinn's having to go this one alone. I think Vercetti's world was rocked a little bit more than he had expected earlier.
Well, I think maybe someone at ringside had tried to grab his package or something. You know, he's got a weird fixation about that.
double Russian leg sweep with the arms crossed by the Guerreros. Guerrero back on top, and this is like the 4th 2 count Sin's had laid upon him in probably the last 90 seconds.
You know, the Guerreros are learning something. You notice that even when they make the break to go to another move like going to the top rope, he took the shot.
Oh, there's Vercetti trying to prevent Rob Guerrero from going up top. Kicks Vercetti off and crashes to the concrete floor. Rob Guerrero off the top. Big frog splash. And I believe he hurt himself as much as he hurt Sin.
Yeah, Sin is out. This could be over. Referee gets 2 count. In comes Vercetti.
Vercetti with the save again. Chris Guerrero levels Vercetti from behind.
Yeah, the referee's lost control of this one. It's broke down. We've got all 4 men in the ring.
Chris Guerrero continuing to hammer away on Vercetti. Look at the clothesline over the top instead. Vercetti's the one dumping Chris Guerrero over the top. Sin and Rob Guerrero squared off on the opposite side of the ring.
Yeah, Guerrero's got to pay attention to where Vercetti is.
Oh, he hooks him. He hooks him. We've seen him hit this before. Powerbomb. Sin plants him. Has him hooked. Referee Ray Jones down for the count. And just like that, the Street Sweepers emerge victorious over the Guerreros.
Michael McAllister, street fight match. You really surprised me. You see, the last year, the Gemini Kid has been having a lot of fun at your expense. Because the fans don't like you, a lot of wrestlers don't like you, and you better believe I don't like you. So when I hit you with a trash can, I was having fun. When I whipped you with a leather strap, that was fun. That street fight match was supposed to be a whole lot of fun. And it was up until the time you threw a fireball in my face. Something that I never thought, never imagined you would do. Well, let me tell you something, McAllister. You said I'd never show my face in the Carolina sports arena again. You're partially correct, because the Gemini Kid is coming back, and I'm coming back with a purpose. It is one that the fans may enjoy, but I won't. You're going to pay, because you have literally set me on fire.
First out, your 2006 Rising Generation League champion, the Ultra Dragon. His tag team partners tonight, please welcome back, Munkey. And also, Denson.
Some intriguing combinations on both sides in this 6-man contest. The first 2 to square off, Brass Munkey and Keenan Quinn.
Yeah, dangerous in any angle. The angle he's looking at right now is flat on his back, but he's back up on his feet and puts Quinn square into the middle of the ring.
There's been some times we've seen Keenan Quinn in Mid-Atlantic rings. From what I understand, he's been traveling around the world pretty much in another capacity.
Yeah, well, you know, it's an official thing, but he officially just took a spinal tap in the middle of the spine. Brass Munkey got him down for a 2 count. He's able to kick out.
And I think Keenan Quinn may be looking for the first plane ticket out of here one more time as the massive Joey Denson tags in and hammering away on Keenan Quinn. You talk about a mismatch.
I tell you what, Joey Denson, an impressive individual since he's made his appearances here in the Mid-Atlantic area, and we're looking for big things from this big man. And
before Keenan Quinn gets any tags, they're making a tag to the Rising Generation League champion, Ultra Dragon. But no one home as Keenan Quinn sidesteps Dragon.
And I tell you what, I don't know if that was luck or position, and Dragon committed himself when he got to the top rope. Keenan Quinn recognized what was coming.
And a big clothesline. Boy, Dragon missed his opening spot there. Coming off with the springboard. Keenan Quinn capitalizes on it.
Ultra Dragon able to kick out on that one. Not sure Ultra Dragon knows where he's at. That's a disadvantage or an advantage for Ultra Dragon, having the mask with the eyes covered. I mean, we don't know if he's even conscious when he's laying on the mat.
He's not going to be conscious after that overhead belly to belly there. Of course, Keenan Quinn still has yet to make a tag. His partner's over there in the corner. Everyone's favorite, Michael McAllister, and their partner, Joshua Boyd.
Well, you know, I was told by the commissioner, William L. Cross, that anytime we're doing TV commentary, we should make mention when Mr. McAllister is in the ring that he is former AWA official Michael McAllister.
He is a former AWA official. He had that power ripped right out from him. Thankfully, by our commissioner, William L. Cross, Michael McAllister turned to ring action. And the best of Joshua Boyd coming in as much of a mismatch as it was between Keenan Quinn and Joey Denson. It's just as much of a mismatch. Joshua Boyd picks up and chunks Ultra Dragon across the ring, leaving him for dead, tossing him into the corner, and just putting those boots straight across the cranium.
You know, it's not unusual to see Ultra Dragon fly in the ring, but I've never seen him fly like that.
I expect to see a lot of tag team continuity from either side, although you know Michael McAllister is going to be barking orders to anyone that'll listen.
Yeah, he was barking orders to Pops for a piece of pizza when he came out.
Yeah, Michael McAllister has been on a high ever since he pretty much sent Gemini Kid out of commission, throwing that fireball into his face just a few weeks ago, and Gemini Kid hasn't been seen since.
Yeah, Gemini Kid is persona non grata around CWF Mid-Atlantic right now. Not sure of the condition, not sure if or when he will be able to come back to the ring. And I mean, he's part of our broadcast team in a part-time capacity, and we're not seeing him at all.
Hey, you better believe Michael McAllister better be praying every single night before he goes to bed that Gemini Kid does not make a return to CWF rings. Because if you think Michael McAllister has suffered a beating before, it's going to be nothing compared to what Gemini Kid does the next time around.
Well, you know, it's got to be a little bit of one-upmanship. I mean, Gemini Kid deposited McAllister headfirst into a trash can. McAllister comes back with the fireball. I mean, McAllister's the one that shouldn't be sleeping very well at night.
Keenan Quinn shooting Ultra Dragon off the ropes, who stopped short, delivered that DDT, and now Ultra Dragon looking to make a tag to one of his partners.
Yeah, Ultra Dragon's in the right place. He's trying to pick himself back up and crawl into his own corner, checking out the opposite corner. He makes the tag.
Makes the tag finally. The massive Joey Denson, and what a collision that was between Denson and Joshua Boyd.
And Denson's cleaning house single-handedly. Big clotheslines for everybody.
Yeah, but he can't take down Joshua Boyd. But man, he is giving it everything he's got.
Tell you what, they're fighting it out in the corner over here. Denson and Boyd going fist to fire. But you know, Boyd's got the right idea. He's not letting Denson back off far enough to really unload on him. Now he's going straight back to the face.
The match is completely broken down, highlighted by a slugfest between Denson and Boyd, one-on-one. Everyone else outside the ring. Chaos ensuing. Charles Richardson, no idea what in the world's going on.
That's right, and a big clothesline by Joshua Boyd. He's looking around, sees that his partners have the opponents out on the floor. I mean, it's got crazy here. Joey Denson able to get out of the way.
No one home in the corner for Boyd. Now Denson on that second rope. Thunderous clothesline finally levels Joshua Boyd.
Yeah, Denson's trying to make himself back up here. Ultra Dragon to the top rope.
Oh, Ultra Dragon flying swantons down upon Joshua Boyd. Denson with the cover. 3! And just like that, Joey Denson with an assist by Ultra Dragon holds the shoulders of Joshua Boyd down to the 3 count.
heifers is what I like to call you.
Especially the little one.
I am just too Hollywood for this place right now. You know, it took me a year and a half of getting out, touring all over the world. I mean, I have modeling contracts from LA. I'm getting movie offers left and right. And you know,
Picture sales are on again. What's going on?
can I please finish what I'm saying?
We got all night. We got all night.
Let's get out of the system. We got all night. I rule this show, okay? Okay, bottom line, here we go. It took me a few years to learn that sticking around here and kissing your man's butt got me nowhere. Nowhere. And excuse me, but hanging out with G-Star absolutely got me nowhere. I mean, where am I going to get hanging out with her? She's a loser just like every one of you guys. She will never amount to anything. She's a nobody just like every one of you. On the other hand, I am a superstar. And you will see me in magazines, you will see me in movies, and I don't care about any of you. Everything in my power to come out here and act like I liked you for the past 5 months. You suck. And I don't care if you ever chant Amber again. And there is my explanation. I don't owe you, G-Star, or anybody else anything. This is my bodyguard. This is my manager. This is my boyfriend. And I don't need any of you for anything. Baby, tell these people what you gotta say.
You see, for 2 weeks I've heard it from all of you, and all day today I've heard it in the locker room. Boy, 2 weeks ago Amber sure showed her true colors. And you know, I'll tell you something about colors. It's pink and black. It represents Fatback Enterprises, and it means nobody disrespects Fatback.
What in the world does Tank Lawson even have to prove here? Cornelius J. Lumpkin says the Tank has to wrestle this Hunter Muhammad character to prove himself worthy.
Yeah, called him an international independent wrestling superstar from the Middle East. I mean, why are you bringing an Arabian assassin in to wrestle your meal tickets?
Obviously, Tank has shown his displeasure when it comes to that. Muhammad trying to gain an early advantage off the top rope. Tank catches him, drives him, backbreaker, and Muhammad is squirming on the mat, squealing in pain. Tank Lawson mocking the Arabic descent somewhat, making the cover, and just like that, Tank Lawson, 3 count over Hunter Muhammad. Has he proven himself to you yet, CJL the third?
Here we go again. I'm as tired of talking about Slick Diddy as you are hearing it. But Slick Diddy is one thing you got to think about, man. Right after the cage match, I hear you say, "It's just matches that makes legends." No, I am a legend. You don't even realize and respect what you're stepping in the ring with. And if you crackerheads, you grit-eating, hog-slopping, inbred chicken farming, redneck crackerheads will shut up for 5 seconds and listen, you'll know I'm right. You stupid Southern hicks lost the Civil War because you thought it was a stinking feud. That's right, Converse. You keep calling this thing a feud. Well, it's not a feud, you stupid idiot. It's a war. So I went home, and I've got my big truck, and I got my big guns, and little Billy's going to be running shotgun, baby. And we're coming straight through the middle of you and your city. Because there's one thing for certain and two things for sure. Commissioner Doublecross cannot afford having me sitting on the sidelines because he can't afford the bodies that's going to be piled up while I'm trying to scratch back up to the top. I don't care if I've got to hurt 10 people or 100 people. Cross, it's on you, Daddy. I would make that title match real soon because me and little Billy, we're missing the big hood ornament, Daddy. That means money. I am the mad trucker, and I am one big bad mother trucker.
Your challenger tonight, one half of Alpha and Omega, the flex phenomenal Julius Augustus.
We are ready for our first championship bout of the evening as the pretty newly decorated Mid-Atlantic television champion, the Boogie Woogie Man, Rob McBride, locking horns with Julius Augustus. Back him into the corner there. And you see Marcellus King trying to hide, but he's got the tights. Marcellus King, the Alpha and Omega tag team partner of Julius Augustus, had the tights of Rob McBride, preventing him from getting out of the corner. And referee Charles Richardson may be taking a stand here.
Well, I'd take a stand, too, to anybody who come out here wearing a McAllister shirt on national TV.
Referee Charles Richardson telling Marcellus King that he is out of here.
Oh, my goodness, we finally got one-on-one action. Boogie Man's got big Augustus up on his shoulders on an airplane spin.
Airplane spin drops Julius Augustus like a bad habit, and Rob McBride the deliverer of some of the most blistering, brutal chops in Mid-Atlantic rings, and he's tearing up the torso of Julius Augustus.
Yeah, he's going back to work on a chiropractic adjustment. This is free of charge, ladies and gentlemen. The Boogeyman will do this free of charge to any opponent in the ring.
You know, for those of you fans just tuning in for the first time, may not be familiar with the heritage, the tradition that is Rob McBride and the Boogie Woogie Man. Let's bring you up to date real quick. Rob McBride used to be known as Rob the Bull McBride, but last year his good friend Jimmy Valiant retired from the sport of professional wrestling. But Jimmy Valiant, before he went away, said, "I don't ever want the Boogie Woogie Man gimmick to ever die," and he bestowed that gimmick, and what an honor it was upon his good friend Rob McBride. That's why today we see the Boogie Woogie Man, Rob McBride, as the Mid-Atlantic television champion.
And I grew up loving the Boogie Woogie Man, Jimmy Valiant, but I don't think Jimmy Valiant, bless his heart, I don't think he ever had an open hand chop and do the damage as McBride does.
Reversal there as Rob McBride's shoulder goes straight into the ring post, and that could be a huge opening for Julius Augustus.
Yeah, Augustus is going to take advantage of the situation, slamming the forearm down onto the outside of the ring area. Folks, you know, there's all sorts of support beams up under there. That's not anything really soft at all.
You know, I'm willing to bet that this wasn't even part of the original game plan. The original game plan of Alpha and Omega was to double team and cheat their way to the Mid-Atlantic television title, but Charles Richardson changed all of that when he threw Marcellus King right out of here, and that left Julius Augustus to try and go it alone one-on-one.
Yeah, but you got to admit, this idea that Augustus has got of how to handle this match, even though it's not exactly above boards, looks to be having a great deal of effect here.
Oh yeah, he's got the opening right now. He used his smarts. He's trying to take the arm out of the Boogie Woogie Man, and he's trying to win the Mid-Atlantic television title square in the middle of the ring.
That's right, Boogie Woogie Man down, and Augustus going to drive a knee square into the shoulder. Tell you what, he's probably going to lose all sensation of feeling in that entire arm.
You know, I guess Alpha and Omega, you got to wonder what was going through their head coming to the building here today. They knew later Gary Stevens and Mitch Connor were going to wrestle for the Mid-Atlantic tag team titles. And in their hearts, you got to think, Alpha and Omega thought that was their opportunity. It should be them against the Southside players, not Mitch Connor and Gary Stevens.
Well, regardless of the outcome of this singles match, you got to wonder during the tag team match if something were to be said or done, and we might not see Alpha and Omega slide into the arena during that match. That's something we've got to keep our eyes open for.
They do not let the Southside players out of their eye, out of their attention for 1 second.
That's right. Now, Augustus dropping his body weight across the shoulder once again, and McBride, I'm telling you what, this appears to be working. McBride is down.
I almost wanted to say this is maybe one of the smarter matches a challenger has wrestled against Rob McBride since he won the Mid-Atlantic television title in January.
You know, he's keeping the pace of the matchup. Augustus is moving, he's hitting, he's doing all the damage he can. I mean, he has got his mind fixed to just a 10-minute time limit match, and if he's going to win the title, he needs to do it quickly.
Yeah, we already saw that backfired on Quinton Valentino just last week at Converse Carino 2, but right now Julius Augustus moved right to the midsection of Rob McBride, and once again, takedown and back to the arm. Julius Augustus trying to get a tap out on Rob McBride, who thankfully is in the rope.
I am impressed. Where is Julius Augustus pulling these moves from? I see something new from him almost every time he steps in the ring.
Yeah, I can't deny that at all, Randolph. I tell you, when he shines, he really shines. And right now, Julius Augustus is going to town on the arm, trying to somehow soften Rob McBride up. But Rob McBride, oh, he's not going to die. He's not going to quit. He's going to come at you full barrels.
And that's right. You know what that means? There's going to be some blistering chops involved. Backs Augustus back into the corner again.
Shooting Julius Augustus off all the ropes. No one home in the corner. Rob McBride, Augustus, cradle from behind, trying to be on the ropes. Charles Richardson, thankfully on top of his game here today, caught the feet on the bottom ropes.
That's right. McBride's still down, working his way up. Augustus has got his back turned, and he's busy arguing with the official. McBride got him.
Just like that, a 3 count, a cradle from behind. Julius Augustus wrestled a very smart game plan, but turned his attention away from Robert McBride, turned it to Charles Richardson, and that was his downfall.
And ladies and gentlemen, your winner in 6 minutes, 7 seconds, and still your AWA Mid-Atlantic television champion, the Boogie Man, Rob McBride.
Randolph, a tag team match I've been waiting all night for. It's been building and building. Finally, Fatback Enterprises, Micheal Yamaha and Donnie Dollars against Matty D's Matty D and Roy Wilkins, who are having a little bit of delay getting to the ring here. You see Dollars Yamaha assisted by Fatback himself, Brad Stutts, and that there's so many adjectives I love to use with their Amber O'Neal, but we have yet to have an appearance from Matty and Roy. Obviously, something has transpired in the back.
No, I don't want to forfeit the match.
You got 10 seconds to get out there, Ray. I'm sorry. I'll take care of that. Just
What do I do? Matty, just gotta go. Matty, go. Oh my God, Roy, are you okay? Oh my God.
What did they do? Where did they hit you? We gotta get some help.
Medic! What's up, on down the road? She's got that bad knee too. She's got that bad. Oh.
Hey, she was done.
G-Star and Roy Wilkins in the back, down and out, have obviously been hurt before this contest, and referee Red Jones is laying a 10 count down. Matty D and Roy Wilkins are about to forfeit this match against Fatback. Obviously, this has been some kind of premeditated attack by Yamaha, Dollars, Amber, Stutts in the back before they came to the ring. Matty, though, makes the count at the very last possible second. Dollars, Yamaha, putting the boots to Matty. The bell's rung. This one's underway, and I guess Matty D's going to have to go this one alone.
That's right. It looks like it's going to be 2-on-1 or 4-on-1 if you count the two on the outside of the ring. Big Donnie Dollars picks D up and slams him with authority.
Like, they didn't have the odds in their favor enough. Like, Fatback doesn't already have 4 people at ringside. I mean, did they have to go ahead before this one ever got underway and trying to injure Roy Wilkins for participating, trying to injure G-Star for being there at ringside? Yeah, Amber O'Neal doesn't want him at ringside, and obviously Yamaha Dollars would love to have Matty D 2-on-1, but this certainly wasn't the right way to go about it.
Well, regardless of the way they went around it, it looks like that's what we've got because it's being allowed. We have 2-on-1 right now. Yamaha, the legal man in, a boot right to the midsection of Matty D. Matty D is down. Yamaha's going for the choke.
You know, of course, Matty D being the fighter he is, and G, even much pain as she was in, told Matty not to forfeit it. Roy was pretty much unconscious there, and right now Matty D is in a world of hurt earlier in this one because there's no way he's going to be able to survive 4 against 1.
That's right. I mean, Matty D's only chance right now is to get out and make a quick tag to Kingfish, and Kingfish come in and slam him, but I don't think Kingfish is licensed to wrestle in this state.
I mean, even mentally, how can you come into this kind of match and have any kind of success when you see 2 of your best friends attack before the bell even rings?
Yeah, because it looked like he was walking up on them. He found them both in the corner.
CWF Mid-Atlantic isn't gonna renege on a match that's been advertised to the fans, and obviously Commissioner Cross was in a very tough spot. He didn't like to see anything that was going on. But right now, Matty D finally the advantage taken thanks to the fans chanting his name at ringside, getting the attention of Michael Yamaha, shooting Yamaha off in a reversal. Big clothesline, Matty D coming right out of the corner.
Yeah, Matty D back with a back kick to the head of Yamaha. Yamaha's down. Matty D over in the corner himself.
Like Matty D has weathered the storm here in the early going. Fatback consoles Michael Yamaha at ringside. But Matty needs to pay attention because he's still got 2 other individuals. And right there, Donnie Dollars clocks Matty from behind who crashes to the concrete floor.
Yeah, you don't turn your back on the biggest, meanest individual in the ring at any time. Big Donnie Dollars, tell you what, he has become quite the assassin the last couple of months.
Yeah, ever since Fatback Enterprises, I guess, was officially formed on February 21st, I thought it was already formed, but I had no idea what they had waiting in the wings by officially inducting Donnie Dollars and Amber O'Neal turning her back on every single fan that supported her in her entire career and aligning herself with Yamaha, Dollars, and Stutts.
3, 4. We got to fight, man.
Basically what you're saying is the next time we do a live event and we have Amber O'Neal coming out with Michael Yamaha, I should play Tammy Wynette, a little Stand By Your Man.
Yeah, I guess so, because Yamaha and Amber are indeed back together again. Never thought I would see that day, but I certainly never thought I'd see the day where Amber O'Neal was booed, outright booed out of the building by the fans after she turned on Matty, Roy, and G, spit in the face of her own best friend, and now Yamaha trying to choke the life out of Matty D. That's an issue that's been going on since last September.
Well, you know, the Amber O'Neal, I mean, that's a choice she made. She's an adult. She made the choice. She's got to reap what she sows, and she's reaping it right now from these fans at ringside who basically could care less about her now.
Oh, God! Donnie Dollars decapitates rock and roll Matty D.
This could be all. I believe all he'd have to do is turn him over for the cover, and this match will be over. But Donnie Dollars, a boot right to the middle of the back. He's not done yet.
This is pretty much the point where Matty D has all the heart, fire, determination in the world, but it's time to come back and fight another day because Matty D is not going to be able to keep this up.
Yeah, Matty D's hung into the ropes. Donnie Dollars comes off full body weight and knee right into the middle of the spine.
Dollars off. Dollars jawing, diverting the attention of referee Red Jones. And there's Amber O'Neal doing what she does best, cheating, choking, slapping.
Yeah, and pimping the pinkness.
Dollars turns his attention now that the damage is done, back to Matty D.
Matty D, I'm telling you right now, I'm not even sure he knows what state he's in, much less whether he's in a wrestling ring or not. Big headbutt by Donnie Dollars. I'm telling you, I think Dollars could end this one at any time.
Of course, any member of Fatback Enterprises could end this one right now. And Matty D, yeah, you're not going to be able to hold those shoulders down.
Now, wait a minute. Maybe he's holding up for Yamaha. Maybe Yamaha wants to make the 10. But look, Donnie Dollars is beating him like he owns him.
Brutalizing rock and roll Matty D as this assault from Fatback Enterprises taking out poor young Roy Wilkins before the match even got started. To turn the tide, turn the advantage in there.
Tell you what, this is getting ugly. I don't know what else Yamaha and Dollars have to prove other than Fatback keeps telling them do this, do that. I mean, he's directing traffic. He's down here laughing, cackling like an idiot. And now we see yet another double team. Matty D dropped across the knee of Micheal Yamaha.
Donnie Dollars press slammed him right into that. The picture is not pretty. Matty D gasping for air on the canvas. Yamaha towering over him, just measuring these shots one right after the other. Referee Red Jones can do nothing but stand and watch.
Yeah, and Yamaha is going to address his adoring fans. Well, Amber's clapping.
Yamaha now going back to rock and roll Matty D. Matty D, I tell you, what can you say about the heart of this kid? Will just keep coming and coming and coming. Is there any fight? Has he ever been in a fight that he gave up on?
I don't think so. I think he had to knock his kid out from what we're seeing. And right now, technically, he should be out. I don't know how he's continuing.
Matty D dead on arrival on the canvas. Donnie Dollars screaming right into the face. Brad Stutts even screaming at Matty to give it up.
That's right, Matty D. There's no quitting this kid. I don't know how he's on his feet. He ducks the clothesline.
All the way around the world. Oh, what a kick right into the mush of Donnie Dollars.
Holy cow, that come out of nowhere. Yamaha is more angry that this match isn't over. But then look, Matty D's back on his feet, tries to take him down the clothesline, no effect.
Yeah, but Donnie Dollars is one of the more powerful individuals in CWF Mid-Atlantic. He ducks down. Matty D, though, landing on the ring apron, looking to springboard in. Dollars catches him in midair.
Oh, my goodness, what a show of power by Donnie Dollars. He's got him in his arms like a rag doll.
Follow-away slam. Matty D crumples to the canvas again.
Yeah, and then here comes Yamaha, the legal man, back in. Donnie Dollars back over in the corner with the rest of his compadres. Yamaha goes straight back to the boots. Now for a little humiliation.
Yamaha back to raining those shots down, one right after the other. Now with the cover, referee Ray Jones making the count, and Matty D still kicking out.
Well, you would think, at least knowing Yamaha, he's got a man that's barely on his feet, barely knows where he's at.
Yamaha shooting Matty D off, now has him in the abdominal stretch. More pain to the punishment administered by the box office draw.
Yeah, referee Red Jones, I mean, he's where he's supposed to be. He doesn't see the hand on the tights back here, but Yamaha's going for humiliation, man.
Boy, Yamaha has Matty locked up, has him locked up good, and Referee Red Jones asking Matty if he wants to give it up. Matty D, I've never seen that kid quit, and I don't think he's going to now.
Tell you what, Yamaha driving the elbow into the ribs. A few short jabs right back to the ribs. Matty D is having difficulty breathing. His vision is probably about the size of looking into the bottom of a paper cup right now. I don't know how he can even remain on his feet.
More heart than common sense, Randolph. That's all it is.
I'll tell you what, Matty D, I mean, he's showing us a lot here. Referee Red Jones allowing this to continue. But look at this. Matty D is trying to fight back.
And somehow Matty powers out. But the damage has been done. Matty D can barely even stand on his own 2 feet. Yamaha coming back. Matty D, the southpaw shot. Left hand straight across the face of Yamaha.
Oh my goodness, now they're going toe-to-toe here. Yamaha's head jerking back. He's taking a few shots to the face here, something Yamaha does not like.
Series of reversals. Matty blocks one kick. Drives Yamaha into the canvas again. Both men down. Somehow Matty D just will not die in this contest, but he has no one to tag. It's still 2-on-1. Stutts, Amber trying to encourage Yamaha to get up.
Yeah, Yamaha flat on his back. If Matty D only could see that far, he would have this match won. But of course, you've also got to keep in mind Donnie Dollars is probably not going to allow that to happen very easily. Matty D back on his hands and knees. I'm not sure he knows where he's going.
Incredible, courageous effort by Matty D. Oh, he's called for it. I believe it comes to the cricket crab crunch, and he's got on Yamaha. The crowd screaming for a tap out. Matty D, it's an old spinning toe hold, and Yamaha shoves him off right into the top turnbuckle.
Yeah, that was the veteran taking care of a veteran move right there. I'm sure Yamaha in his career has handled the spinning toe hold for him. But look at this. Matty D still on his feet, still fighting.
You ain't kidding. This kid will just keep coming and coming. Ducks under a clothesline. Off the ropes again. What a collision. Center of the ring. Both men down.
I tell you what, this is just like that. This match could be over either way right now. Matty D has taken a beating since the opening bell. But if he could just fall over and drape an arm across Yamaha, this match could be over and he can win it.
Yeah, but Yamaha has all those supporters at ringside. He's got to... Oh, it's Roy! Roy coming back to the ring! Somehow, Roy back on his feet! Back to the ring apron! Roy Wilkins asking for the tag from Rock and Roll Matty D!
Yeah, well, technically not back to the ring. This is making his way to the ring for the very first time. But Matty D sees him. Yamaha makes the tag. Roy is tagged.
Roy's in! Roy from the back! Unconscious! In the ring! Drop kicking! Donnie Dollars trying to take the big man off his feet. One clothesline, can't get the job done. A second duck under another one. Drop kick right to the knee. Smart move, Roy.
I tell you what, Donnie Dollars down like a bag of bricks. You've never seen Donnie Dollars hit the canvas like that. Yamaha's back in the ring, attacks Matty D. Roy does not see Yamaha.
Yamaha with a shot from behind on Roy Wilkins. Roy Wilkins smartly took out the knee of Donnie Dollars, took him right out of the match. And now, how about this? Is now one-on-one with the rookie Roy Wilkins and the box office draw, Michael Yamaha.
Well, you've got to also mention the fresh rookie. I mean, I'm sure.
Oh, what a drop kick!
Beautiful drop kick. Roy has been taking a nap, not at his choice, in the dressing room.
Clothesline drops Yamaha. Come on, let's get on him, Roy. Don't get this Joker a second to regroup. Roy, you've got him in the palm of your hand. Yamaha shots right to the head though, shooting Roy Wilkins off the ropes. Look for a drop kick. Roy caught him. He's going. We've seen Roy pull out that torture-like device before. But Amber O'Neal up on the ring apron. Don't fall for it, Roy. Don't fall for it. You're better than this.
Oh my goodness. Come on, Roy. Roy's still got to have cobwebs in his head from taking the shot earlier. We don't know exactly what happened. I mean, we know what the...
Oh, he spit his gum right at Amber O'Neal. Exactly what he should have done. Roy Wilkins ain't falling for it. That's exactly right. You're not good enough for Roy. Oh, super kick. Caught by Roy Wilkins. Trying to hook Yamaha. He's got him. Yamaha's tapping. Yamaha's tapping. What? Wait a second. What's going on? Oh, Yamaha wasn't legal.
Oh my goodness, Fatback Enterprises steals another one. Roy Wilkins makes his way in, beats the bejesus out of Yamaha, and still Yamaha gets his hand raised in victory.
The rookie Roy Wilkins took out Donnie Dollars from the equation. He showed one up on Amber O'Neal, and he made Michael Yamaha tap out square in the middle of the ring. Unfortunately, Yamaha was not the legal man. Donnie Dollars was, and that was the opening Fatback Enterprises needed. But what a courageous effort by Rock and Roll Matty D to even get the match to that point. Fatback Enterprises did everything they could to try and screw Matty, Roy Wilkins, and G-Star out of this win. And you know, in many ways, maybe they did succeed. But what an effort by Matty and Roy Wilkins here.
Tell you what, yeah, Fatback Enterprises, they want to celebrate. Fans aren't none too happy with them at all, but I tell you what, their hands are raised. They did actually technically win the match.
Oh, it's G-Star swung for the fences, and Amber O'Neal almost tasted every bit of it, running for higher ground. Amber O'Neal out of there like a shot as G trying to hobble to the aid of Roy Wilkins and Matty D. Obviously, that long storied history with the bad knee, and that's exactly what they went after in the back. They KO'd Roy Wilkins, and they put one heck of a beating on Matty D. But in these fans' eyes, and in my eyes, they all know who the heroes are here today.
That's right, G-Star in the ring still looking for Matty D.
I'm sorry, Roy. I'm sorry.
Come on, Matty! 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 Marcellus King, his tag partner, Brandon Day, and Tony Kozina.
Charles Richardson rings the bell for this six-man contest, and I tell you what, Randolph, interesting combinations all around, and I, for one, am really looking forward to some of the matchups that we should be treated to in this one.
Yeah, right now you've got the man, the AWA Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Champion, Slick Diddy Ric Converse, and one of the up-and-coming talents here in the Mid-Atlantic area, Tony Kozina.
Yeah, they call him the Tornado. Tony Kozina has never locked up with Ric Converse before. Oh, Kozina spun right out of it. It's a big drop kick, though, by the champs.
That's right, Kozina. Using that discretion's the better part of valor. He's going to take a break on the outside. Ric Converse standing tall in the center of the ring.
I'll tell you one thing. Tony Kozina, he has all the credentials in the world. He's been trained by Billy Jack Haynes, been trained by Matt Bourne. He's a 9-year veteran of this great sport. And if there's one thing that he would love to do is make his mark on the Mid-Atlantic right here and now. And the way he can do that is by being in the ring with the Mid-Atlantic heavyweight champ.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to tag out. Big Marcellus King, the other half of Alpha and Omega, makes his way in. And
there is some history here, ain't there?
They are not strangers to each other by no means.
The last two men in the 5th annual CWF Rumble last October 1st, and Ric Converse just so happens to be the only man to ever pin the shoulders of Marcellus King to the mat.
Yeah, Marcellus King is a wrestling machine. He is a monster, and I'm telling you, we're not even sure what all he's capable of. We're not sure if he knows what he's capable of at this point in his career.
Well, unquestionably, he is the strongest man in this match, and he is demonstrating just that against Slick Diddy Ric Converse.
Yeah, and I tell you what, Marcellus King's had a pretty impressive showing in the Mid-Atlantic area already, and what he's doing right now is another feather in his cap. But look at this, Converse over and behind, 2 count.
Yeah, that's exactly what Converse is going to have to do against Marcellus King. Oh, big clothesline, or clubbing forearm right to the forehead of Marcellus King, making the tag out to Xsiris.
Double team move, Converse and Xsiris thrown into the ropes, double back elbow. Marcellus King's feeling that one as he goes down, only able to get a 2 count. Xsiris back up and on him.
Yeah, it's definitely going to take some double team action from the team of Ric Converse, Xsiris, and Joey Silvia to prevent Marcellus King from getting out of control in this one.
That's right, Marcellus King's finally back to position, drops X on the back of his head. That is going to leave him off.
Yeah, just like that. One big back suplex later, and the tide is turned. Brandon Day, the pride of Virginia, now making his way into Mid-Atlantic rings for the first time.
Yeah, and this is not a man in the ring, but look what he is capable of doing.
Yeah, Brandon Day, he's one of those guys that can wrestle any style, any kind of match, and can really contend for any title that's out there.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised a talent like Brandon Day if you didn't see our boy Fatback looking through the curtain at him.
Hey, any manager would be out of their mind not to be scouting a talent the likes of Brandon Day. But right now, Xsiris, a big flying leg lariat. And let's not forget that Xsiris is actually still trying to recover from that fractured arm he suffered a couple weeks ago in a tag team contest.
Yes, and he did say fractured. I have seen the medical report. He does have a bone broken in the arm. I mean, I am sure he is in a lot of pain, but he has refused to cancel any of his appearances because of an injury.
Oh, no one home for Brandon Day on that dropkick. Joey Silvia stepping through, could be going for the sharpshooter. Has it hooked in, maybe a little bit too early, but ducks underneath the clothesline of Marcellus King. Joey Silvia, the youngster, the speedster, one step ahead of Marcellus King.
Yeah, Kozina makes his way back down to the canvas. Converse got hold of Brandon Day, and here we come. Oh my goodness, dropped Brandon Day's nose onto the knee of Joey Silvia.
And now, double team action, hip tossing their tag team partner Xsiris onto Brandon Day, who's now laying on the canvas. Joey Silvia with the cover, only able to get a 2.
Talk about turning the momentum of a match around with one double, triple team move. Joey Silvia's got advantage now. Brandon Day on his keister here, taking a headlock. Referee Charles Richardson checking to make sure he wants to continue.
Well, this is exactly the kind of six-man action you gotta love to see, Randolph. 2 fine teams. In fact, some fans I've even heard call the team of Joey Silvia and Ric Converse Team Elite. I don't know if that's actually, what they're ever going to go with, but it's certainly very, very true.
And I tell you what, Joey Silvia is using his speed. Had Brandon Day come in behind him, he was able to get up with the boots. Oh, it looks like he's going to the top rope.
Joey Silvia can fly with the best of them. No one home, though, but he's still able to land on his feet. No one home for Brandon Day's clothesline. Another flying leg lariat. And the team of Joey Silvia, Ric Converse, and Xsiris is using their speed and quickness to the utmost.
That's right. Brandon Day's on the outside of the ring. Joey Silvia is still pounding away.
Joey Silvia now has Brandon Day rocking. Oh, Brandon Day met him. What a spear coming through the ropes.
Yeah, that come out of nowhere. Brandon Day was sudden with that move, and it looks like he's in a position now where he may be able to get over and get the tag.
Brandon Day could have easily just broke 2 or 3 ribs on Joey Silvia and dragging him back to the corner, making the tag to Tony Kozina. And if you talk about a tie turning in contest, that's exactly what Brandon Day just did.
And I tell you what, Tony Kozina, the Tornado, he is probably one of the most vicious competitors I have seen in the Mid-Atlantic in a long time.
He's got a pretty drop kick too, Randolph.
I tell you what, Dad, he does. Everything he does is compact, short, and goes for nerve.
Oh, he is as crisp as any wrestler I've seen in a long, long time.
Tell you what, he's got Joey backed up into the corner, beating away on him as hard as he can. Looks like Kozina is going back with another headbutt. That makes about 6 since he tagged in.
Yeah, he may have hurt himself on that headbutt as much as did Silvia, but smartly, he was in his corner and made the immediate tag to Marcellus King.
The tide of this match slowing back down to the speed of Marcellus King. Spinal tap in the middle of the spine. Kick to the front of the chest. Joey Silvia in a world of hurt. Here comes King airborne. Oh, knee to the chest.
Yeah, one of the prettiest knee drops in the Mid-Atlantic as well. Referee Charles Richardson making the count, but Joey able to get out of it.
And you got to wonder, is Marcellus King not thinking, hey, the longer I beat on this guy, the longer I'm on television.
Right now, he's got him in the full Nelson right down the canvas, and the only thing Joey Silvia can do is stare right at his tag team partners. Marcellus King has those arms locked up. There will be no tag made as long as Marcellus King has Joey in this full Nelson.
I tell you what, Joey's only got a couple things he can do, and that's one of them. Drop down, carrying the jaw of Marcellus King to the top of the head. That has the little birds and the stars. But look, Marcellus King will not let go of Joey to let him make the tag.
Yeah, those massive tree trunk legs of Marcellus King hung onto the torso of Joey Silvia and still has him hooked. Oh, what a German!
I tell you what, German release suplex. Joey Silvia in a world of hurt. He's down 1-2 count. He's able to get out before the 3 come down.
That's just see Joey Silvia trying to move his fingers, see if he actually had feeling left in him there.
Yeah, and Brandon Day, now the legal man in, he's going to come back in, use his size advantage, and try to beat on Silvia some more.
Brandon Day shooting Joey Silvia into the corner, full steam ahead. Joey Silvia able to bring the boot up though. Joey Silvia now out. Brandon Day hooks him. Joey plants himself, straddles the top rope very, very gingerly. I don't know if Brandon Day intentionally did that or not, but you better believe it was effective. And look at this!
Yeah, he intentionally did that. This could be it right now. Brandon Day just needs to roll him over. This match should be over.
The wheelbarrow suplex has the cover, and Ric Converse had to make the save for Joey Silvia there.
Slick Diddy in on the 2 count there. This one was just about over. Brandon Day sort of looking on in disbelief. Now he's going to argue with the referee. Drop a little bit of his shin across the throat of Joey Silvia. Referee's able to catch that one.
Driving the knee right into the forehead of Joey Silvia. You better believe Joey needs to make a tag right here and now. He's taken some big-time punishment from the tag team of Brandon Day, Tony Kozina, and Marcellus King. Joey Silvia still trying to fire back, though.
I'll tell you what, Joey Silvia is one game young man. Oh, my goodness, Xsiris across his back, drops a leg across Brandon Day, and back out.
Boy, no one saw that one coming, and that could indeed be the opportunity Joey Silvia needed. Xsiris opened the floodgates, but right, Marcellus King driving the fist right into the back of the head, back of the spine, and Brandon Day now maintains the advantage again.
Yeah, Brandon Day did not let go of Joey Silvia. Silvia hung in the middle of the ring again. Brandon Day going to work him over, boot into the short ribs. Looks like he's going to fisherman suplex him.
Oh! Fisherman into across the knee there. Brutal maneuver. Brandon Day with the cover, and Joey able to get at it too somehow.
Joey kicked out before a partner could get in and make the save. Impressive. I've never seen this young man take a beating like this. He's still on his feet, but he's back in the wrong corner. Tony Kozina tagged in.
Brandon Day, Marcellus King, and Tony Kozina have looked as good of a 6-man combination as I've ever seen, I believe.
I tell you what, Kozina's going.
Oh, what a German! German him right off his boots, shattering the neck.
I tell you what, Joey Silvia has never been dropped on his head this many times in one match that I have ever seen. He's got to be taking the effect on him. He's still able to get out, but that was with an assist by Xsiris.
Yeah, Xsiris had to make the save on that one, because after that first German, Joey was just dead weight, and Kozina was just laying it on.
And I tell you what, Tony Kozina, he's going to slow it down a little bit, drag him over back into his corner, tag in Marcellus King, drop a knee through the middle of the back.
I tell you one thing, these three, Brandon, Marcellus, and Kozina, they're working better tag matches than some tag teams I've seen, because they're completely cutting that ring in half and doing everything they can to keep Joey Silvia on their half.
Well, you know, the thing that I've got to...
big neck breaker by Joey.
That was out of nowhere, beautiful reversal. But the thing that I am having to think now, does CWF Mid-Atlantic and the AWA not have to get together somewhere down the road to think about 6-man tag titles now?
Well, Ric Converse, that's a good call, Randolph. Ric Converse got the tag, but Charles Richardson was distracted, and Charles did not see Joey Silvia finally make the tag to Ric Converse. How many chances is Joey Silvia going to get? Marcellus King now, airplaning, spinning, Joey around, across the back.
Tell you what, Joey Silvia has taken enough of beating for a 6-man tag that I had ever seen. He's down. Did he kick out, or did Marcellus quit? What?
Marcellus, regardless of what happened there, Marcellus staying right on top of him, dragging him one more time back to the corner again, making a tag to Brandon Day.
Yeah, Brandon Day's going to show off a little of his power. They're going to double team Silvia into the ropes. Up and flapjack. Face first down on the canvas.
Well, you can scoop him over the spatula because Joey Silvia was planted courtesy of the flapjack, and Brandon Day trying to draw the ire of the Mid-Atlantic heavyweight champion. I tell you, I understand. I mean, Joey, hasn't been able to make a tag except for that one time. Ric Converse and
my goodness, the back of the head of Joey Silvia has come into sudden contact with this canvas over a half dozen times, and big Brandon Day's up on the second row, going to drop down. Joey Silvia not home.
Joey Silvia, another opportunity to try and live and fight again. Somehow get over there and make the tag. But how many more chances is he going to get? Joey Silvia has been completely brutalized, beaten from pillar to post. And Joey Silvia still back on 2 feet and still fighting.
That's right. You see, Brandon Day's finally able to get him driving face first back down to the canvas. My goodness.
I don't know if I've ever seen Joey Silvia tap out, but now may indeed be the time.
I'm not sure he can reach the canvas to tap out the way he's tied up and crossbind here.
Yeah, but you can still audibly submit, just like the old days, and that's exactly what referee Charles Richardson is asking him.
Elbow to the face.
3 elbows right to the face of Brandon Day. Thankfully releases that hold, and Joey Silvia still out of it.
Joey Silvia should be out of it. I don't know how he's even struggling back to his feet. Another shot to the head, a knee by Brandon Day. Day slings him off into the ropes. Silvia tries to reverse, powers him up.
How in the world did Joey Silvia find the strength to plant Brandon Day?
I don't know, but I tell you, the strength he used for that, he should have used to try to get over to his corner for a tag. Right now, he is immobile in the middle of the ring again.
Well, there's only so many adjectives you can use to describe public murder, but that's exactly what's been administered to Joey Silvia in the 6-man contest. But finally, maybe this is the time. Joey Silvia finally with the tag on Xsiris.
Well, finally a tag the referee's seen. Xsiris, the legal man in, drops Marcellus King down on his face.
In an inverted Russian leg sweep. Tony Kozina, what a backdrop!
Up and over, and in comes Brandon Day. Xsiris is going to take care of him, go up to the second rope to the third, up and over.
What incredible agility by Xsiris. Drop kicking Brandon Day right back to the corner. Xsiris is on fire and then some.
And you notice Julius Augustus does not climb in the ring for any.
Yeah, Julius Augustus doesn't want any of this. He had enough of the Boogie Woogie Man, Rob McBride earlier. Now, Tony Kozina getting drugged back in by the ears by Xsiris. Look at shoot him off. Kozina, though, smart reversal, though.
Oh, my goodness. Marcellus King with a trip from the outside. Xsiris face first into the ring post. This one's broke down. We've got all 6 men involved.
Kozina and Ric Converse duking it out, middle of the ring, but Xsiris are taken out of the equation, and Marcellus King, STO on Ric Converse. Referee Charles Richardson waving it off because Ric Converse is not the legal man.
That's right, and look at this. Xsiris back in. He's on his way up to the top rope. Xsiris off the top.
Oh, nails right across the back of Marcellus King. Could be it right here. Referee Charles Richardson with the count. Julius Augustus, and now Trent Wild. Was that Trent Wild at ringside duking it out with Julius Augustus making the save, trying to help out Ric Converse.
And this one's going to continue. Xsiris is going to set him up with a DUI. Marcellus King trying to fight his way out.
If Xsiris hits this, it's going to be over. There's no one, not even Marcellus King. Go! Still chair by Tony Kozina right into the ribs of Xsiris. Brandon Day, that was a power driver behind the official's back, right onto the steel chair.
Oh my goodness, Xsiris took 2 shots with the chair, one across the midsection, and then with his full body weight, head first down on the chair. All this is waiting on. This is a referee to make the count. This one should be over.
You could wait 15 minutes. Xsiris is not going to kick out of this. He is power driven right onto a steel chair. Power drivers are illegal in CWF Mid-Atlantic, but referee Charles Richardson did not see a bit of it.
And I tell you what, look at the way Xsiris is laying. Gotta wonder if there's not a neck injury involved here. We need to get this man out of the ring.
Power driver, a very, very dangerous move, and that's exactly what Brandon Day resorted to. Tony Kozina assisted with the steel chair to make it that much more brutal, and Marcellus King scores the pinfall. Incredible heart and effort by Joey Silvia, of course the Mid-Atlantic heavyweight champion, but in the end, they pretty much commit the public murder on Xsiris.
He jumped on the end when I pulled him up and I popped him. I don't know if he got a chair or something.
Shot.
I just won the match.
You got the pin. You was the workhorse. Brandon Day took care of Joey Silvia all night long. And who did
You ain't got nothing.
the move on Xsiris to get in pin?
Who's the one that got the 1, 2, 3?
You're not getting do any of the work.
The cheers.
Now you boys stop that buddy right there. Ric Converse. Everybody in North America knows who I am and the reason that I'm here. Tornado Tony Kozina uprooted himself for one reason and come to the North Carolina, to CWF, and that is for your championship. So when you want to be a fighting champion, you let me know.
You ain't got no chance.
Are you done? Are all of you done? Yeah, you won the match. Now get to the back. Get to the back. It's been chaos in the back. I'll tell you what. Y'all, all of you want to have a title shot? 2 more weeks. Rematch. If one of 2 more weeks. Rematch. Those 3. You 3. Hey, if you're out of the equation, you're out of the equation. You 2 get another partner. If one of you can defeat any one of the 3 of these, you'll get a title shot. You'll get a title shot. But for now, get out of here. I've had enough. Get in the back. That's your fault. If you can't be here, you're out. Go.
Hey, hold on 1 second. You're talking about pinning all these people. You never once pinned my shoulders to the mat. Something happened to him, man, and I know it was underhanded. That's the kind of people all y'all are. But that's fine. Hey, that's fine. 2 weeks from tonight, we'll have a rematch. Whoever if one of y'all can pin one of us, I'll gladly give any of you a title shot. Because when I do, all I'm going to do is show all 3 of y'all why Slick Diddy runs the city. I'm telling you now, hit the back, I've had enough tonight.
Brandon Day, it's the next shot at the Mid-Atlantic title. Support his head. You got it.
Where you want Trent? Former AWA Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Champion, Gary.
Hey, Daddy, take it home some gold, baby!
Tag Team Gold is on the line now as the Southside players look to continue their nearly 1-year-long reign as Mid-Atlantic Tag Team Champions, defending against a couple of former champions in the form of former Mid-Atlantic Television Champion, a very handsome man, Mitch Connor, and the former Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Champion, a mad trucker, Gary Stevens.
Yeah, and you got to wonder, this is what, the 2nd time Stevens and Connor have hooked up as a tag team. They get the impressive shot at the gold with the tag team champ Southside players who've seen in the ring. Will Be Smooth, his partner Jay Money. They're going on what? Almost a year?
It was
in the title?
Exactly. It was last March 19th in Fontana, North Carolina, when the Southside players defeated Twisted Aggression, which was, of course, the 3-man combination of Sean Powers, Mitch Norris, and Ivan Koloff to win the Mid-Atlantic Tag Team titles. And now looking to celebrate the 1-year anniversary. But first, they have to get through the pair of former champs.
You know, maybe this is a rumor I've heard down the road. You know, nobody's seen Mitch Norris in, what, almost a year now? Somebody said that he was in one of those rusty trucks out behind that building in Fontana.
He could still indeed be there because he may not want to show his face after dropping the Mid-Atlantic Tag Team titles. Right now, Will Be Smooth staying 1 step ahead of Mitch Connor thanks to the Tag Team coronation of the players.
Ah, my goodness, Connor up and over, laying flat on the back. Will Smooth goes back to work on the arm. I mean, you got to watch Will Smooth. He can fly. He can do a little bit of everything. But the thing he likes doing most is inflicting pain.
Yeah, Will B. Smooth is a fighter, to say the least. His partner, Jay Money, is the technician. But right now, Will B. Smooth staying on the arm of Mitch Connor. And I got to wonder, how in the world did Mitch Connor and Gary Stevens bully their way into this title shot? Because Mitch Connor and Gary Stevens, they're not even a real tag team. They're just this makeshift combination of former champions. Now, don't get me wrong. They have a ton of credentials. But what have they done in the tag team scene?
Well, you know, it was one of them situations where Mitch Connor starts flipping his guns off, asking for a title shot, and then I guess when the company surprised him, threw him the curveball and gave him the title shot, then he had to go back to the dressing room and find somebody to tag with.
Maybe it was his way of appeasing him, because all we've heard since Mitch Connor lost the Mid-Atlantic television title to Rob McBride is that, you know, he didn't really lose it, because supposedly the 10-minute time limit actually expired, and he thinks Commissioner William L. Cross is just going to hand the Mid-Atlantic television title right back to Mitch Connor. Well, that's sure not going to happen.
Well, you're talking about William L. Cross. It's my understanding that very same video has been airmailed up to the Gagnas up in Minneapolis, and they may even try to go over the head of our commissioner.
Yeah, I'm sure. Even if Mitch Connor and Gary Stevens were somehow victorious here today for the tag team titles, that Mitch Connor is not going to let the issue of the TV title die anytime soon.
No, I mean, I'm sure if something was to happen, lightning was to strike, he would love to be able to brag about being a two-time champion, and both times at the same time. I mean, that's not totally uncommon, but I mean, really, what kind of continuity can the Mad Trucker and this cheesehead here have in common?
Who knows, because before now, Gary Stevens' favorite partner was an inanimate object called a billy club. They call it Little Billy. Now, ever since Battle Cage 6 and Ric Converse smacked Gary Stevens upside the head with Little Billy and gave him a concussion, Little Billy has been at home resting and hasn't been the same ever since, according to what the Mad Trucker says.
Yeah, but the Mad Trucker hadn't been the same either. I mean, he's been, if you can imagine it, even more maniacal since he lost his title.
Yeah, Mitch Connor and Gary Stevens do have a common unity, and that is they both feel robbed of their championships, of course, which kind of brought them together.
Yeah, what a combination. Looks like Will Smooth's going to go back into his own corner. Bringing Connor with him, tags in Jay Money, who applies a little ring boot to the elbow.
And Mitch Connor has not had a lot of success in the tag team ranks so far in this one, because Jay Money and Will B. Smooth have pretty much had their way with a very handsome man so far.
That's right. Jay Money takes the head of Connor off with the clothesline down for a quick cover. 2 count on it, Connor able to kick out.
Jay Money staying on top of him, though. The tag team champs have been making very frequent tag in and tag out throughout the duration of this contest, but Mitch Connor finally with the jawbreaker, possibly giving him the opening, but no, not making the tag, coming right back at Jay Money and driving the knee right into the back.
I'll tell you what, you got to wonder, Mitch Connor gets advantage. Now he's going to do the smart thing, drag Jay Money into his corner, tag in the Mad Trucker. Looks like he's going to stay in the ring. They're going to double team Jay Money.
Well, they're two tremendously talented singles competitors, but I guess we're about to find out what they can do in the tag team ranks as Gary Stevens plows that boot right to the side of the head of Jay Money.
And Gary Stevens once again enjoying what he does best. That's beating people up in the ring. Smile on his face while he's dropping the boots on Jay Money.
Yeah, Jay Money's obviously blinded right now, thrashing wildly, unable to make the tag into his corner.
That's right, Jay Money down face first on the canvas. Trucker's going to help him up by the throat here, back him into the corner, and going to sling him all the way across the ring.
Full steam ahead, and no one home in the corner for the Mad Trucker.
Oh my goodness, Trucker's hung out in the ropes. Jay Money down to the floor. Look at this.
The Southside players having a little bit of fun with the Mad Trucker. Mitch Connor and Jay Money now duking out at ringside, and Mitch Connor got the worst end of that one.
That's right, the Mad Trucker still on his feet. I tell you, that's pretty impressive. A man that size takes a double team on the outside with face first into the ring apron, and he's still on his feet, and he's still fighting.
And Gary Stevens can absorb as much punishment as anyone. We saw that in that brutal steel cage match, that blood war at Battle Cage 6, in which he lost the Mid-Atlantic heavyweight title.
And I tell you what, looks like you're going to have a strategy session on the outside right here. Mad Trucker still covering the face there, where Jay Money's able to get a shot in. Money, the legal man in the center of the ring, waiting on one of these two to come back in and wrestle.
Gary Stevens and Mitch Connor having a conference call at ringside. But J Money staying up on top of the Mad Trucker, clotheslining him down across the top rope. And once again, the Mad Trucker back into the arms of a very handsome man.
That didn't sound right.
Southside Players, the Mid-Atlantic Tag Team Champions, having their way with Gary Stevens and Mitch Connor so far in this one. Gary Stevens trying to once again get back in the ring, and once again, J Money meets him.
That's right, J Money doing a smart thing, but Trucker's able to get a thumb to the eye. Talk about a great equalizer. Now he's not going to let go of Money. He's going to beat on him from the outside of the apron.
Smart move by the Mad Trucker Gary Stevens, though. He's got to use his weight to his advantage. He can't be doing the hit and run like the Southside Players may do. Mitch Connor now on the second turnbuckle, coming off with a karate-like shot that he is oh so proud of.
Karate-like. I'm glad you justified it that way, because I'm not sure exactly what that was. Oh my goodness, a tag by J Money.
A la the Rock and Roll Express as J Money makes the tag to Will Be Smooth, who is going to light the flesh of Gary Stevens and Mitch Connor.
That's right. Smooth taking care of both these men at one time. Hey, Smooth doesn't care. He just likes to beat on people. It's a lot of fun to him. That's what he comes out on the weekends for. And look at him. Up and over. Big slam. Beautiful. Connor is flat on his back.
Power slam by Will Be Smooth. You know, Randolph, I know Will Be Smooth's legal, but I have completely lost sight of who is legal between Gary Stevens and Mitch Connor. I can only assume it's Mitch Connor, since referee Red Jones was making the count there, because he sure wasn't accepting the tap out of Yamaha earlier.
That's right. It looks like a double whip into the corner. It looks like he's going to drive body weight into the midsection of Connor. Bulldog face first down the middle of the mat.
J Money now with the cover. Referee Red Jones making the count, but once again, just a 2.
Yeah, Connor able to kick out on his own. The Trucker didn't have time to come in and make the save on that one. Both of the Southside Players are still in the middle of the ring.
Looking to possibly finish him off. Oh, Gary Stevens chops Will Be Smooth from behind.
Oh my goodness. Will Be Smooth, Gary Stevens fighting over here in the corner. The back's completely turned. Referee Red Jones over here in the opposite corner. J Money, Mitch Connor going fist and fire over here in the corner. This one has broken down.
Indeed it has. J Money shooting Mitch Connor right into Gary Stevens as the Mad Trucker takes a topple.
That's right. Looks like referee's asking Will Smooth to leave the ring, but look, J Money's done locked back up with Mitch Connor.
Will Be Smooth shooting Gary Stevens into the turnbuckles, charging in, no one home. Mad Trucker clocks J Money from behind.
Who is legal?
Well, wait, what did Gary Stevens just have in his hand just then? Gary Stevens just had something in that right hand when he blasted J Money from behind. Will Be Smooth on top of Gary Stevens. Will Be Smooth doesn't see it. Mitch Connor feet on the ropes.
New tag champions. What?
Are you kidding me?
He had both feet on the ropes. I mean, come on, there's a 4-0 involved. Referee Red Jones is coming in and awarding the belts to the new champions. Oh, come on.
Gary Stevens had something in his hand when he ran across the ring and clocked J Money in the back. Mitch Connor did a takedown there in the corner. And the title reign, the nearly 1-year title reign as the Southside Players has very controversially concluded at the hands of a Mad Trucker, Gary Stevens, and a very handsome man, Mitch Connor.
Sorry, Commissioner Double Cross. Sir, once we get the title match, we win the title match. And soon we'll have all the gold. Hey, baby, you want to go to real man? No, we got what you want, baby. Yeah. Now, trot needs polish. Come on. What? What is that?
Ladies and gentlemen, it is indeed time for our main event as Jesse Ortega extends the handshake of respect, which is not met by Ricky Reyes.
Yeah, referee Barber calls for the bell. Ricky Reyes, one half of the Havana Pit Bulls, is making his second appearance here in the AWA Mid-Atlantic ring. He made his first appearance during the light heavyweight tournament at the end of August.
Right, Jesse Ortega going for the Fujiwara here early, and Ricky Reyes head for lower ground and fast.
Yeah, and I said August, that was the end of July. Ricky Reyes actually eliminated Ortega in the tournament, didn't he?
Yes, it was July 29, 2005, the last time these two individuals met. It was the final night on the first round of the AWA World Light Heavyweight Tournament. Reyes made Ortega pass out. He didn't tap out. He didn't submit. He wasn't pinned. Reyes made Ortega pass out in the middle of the ring and advance in the AWA World Light Heavyweight Tournament.
Yeah, the referee had to stop the match, and it was actually listed that Ortega could not physically continue. And I mean, that's a pretty impressive way to get over someone in a ring.
And you tell me, Jesse Ortega has not forgot about that night since, because in Ortega's eyes, that was his next step to greatness, was the AWA World Light Heavyweight Tournament. Back then, of course, he was the television champion as well, but there are no titles on the line here tonight. When Ortega meets Reyes, it is all about the respect and pride.
That's right. I tell you what, Ortega right now has the advantage. Got Reyes down on his back. He's working on the wrist, working on the shoulder, trying to tenderize him a little bit, working on the head and the shoulders. I mean, you know Ortega. Oh my goodness, elbow right in the back of the face, up and over, got him back down. You know Ortega, he likes to pick out a body part and he likes to tenderize it.
Yes, but that is exactly the same for Ricky Reyes. In many ways, these two men are perfect complements of one another. Their styles very similar, very aggressive, both individuals. Reyes has a little bit more experience than Jesse Ortega, but Ortega has come a very long way in a short amount of time.
Yeah, and Ortega's pretty much showing us right now that what he's wanting to do is all the damage he can to the arm and shoulder area of Reyes. Goes for a quick count, only able to get two on that. Referee's got a close eye on both these men.
Of course, many of you fans ordering this DVD are maybe familiar with Ricky Reyes because of his performances in Ring of Honor. However, many of you are seeing Jesse Ortega for the very first time. Ortega from behind, roll up on Reyes. Ortega, a tremendous competitor. His grandfather wrestled Antonio Inoki in Kawasaki Stadium in Japan in 1974. Ortega continues that tradition on here today in the year 2006.
That's right, Ortega up and over. He's got control of Reyes with the arm and shoulder staying on him. As much as I hate to say it, but Ortega's on him like a pit bull right now.
Yeah, exactly. Taking a page out of the Havana Pit Bulls playbook. But, you know, we here in the Mid-Atlantic, we know what Ortega's doing. He's trying to set up for the Fujiwara armbar, which he has mastered because of his heritage to the great Jesse Ortega and, of course, his mentor, the Gemini Kid. Jesse Ortega employs that Fujiwara, and he employs it as good as anyone in North America.
That's right. I tell you what, and it's not like Reyes does not know that's what's going on. He's got to be formulating a plan right now to turn this thing around.
Oh, and look at this. Ortega almost has him hooked. It's not the Fujiwara, but he's almost had him hooked. And Ricky Reyes was fighting to stay out of it for everything it was worth.
And I tell you what, Reyes finds himself back on the canvas and the arm and shoulder being worked over again by Ortega.
Well, I bet you right now Ricky Reyes is wishing he was back with Rocky Romero and ROH Tag Team Division, because in the singles competition in the Mid-Atlantic, Jesse Ortega is taking it to him.
And I tell you what, Jesse Ortega, he's got a lot of fight in him. We've known that since day one. But right now, he's also got to be thinking he's doing this for his injured trainer, the Gemini Kid.
Yeah, but Ortega didn't need any additional inspiration for this one, because he has not forgot about July 29th, and everything Jesse Ortega has done since July 29th has been to get to this match here tonight with Ricky Reyes.
Yeah, Reyes finally going to get in a little offense of his own, drops a boot down on Ortega. He's going to lift him up back off of the canvas. Referee circling around. Oh, Reyes drops a big elbow right into the back of the neck.
A clubbering blow right to the back. Really the first offensive advantage Reyes has had it all so far in this contest, as Ortega has been like a shark going to town on that arm.
Yeah, Reyes slowed this one down a little bit, and he's going to try to do a little bit of damage. Eyeballing the corner turnbuckle, face first into it now, boot to the midsection.
Reyes now, just those kicks, each one measured, each one blistering the abdomen of Jesse Ortega. But Ortega trying to fire back, and Reyes just aggressive as it can be.
Yeah, Reyes is doing everything he can to open him up wide for a shot. But Ortega's not allowing it to happen. I mean, he's taking a beating over here in the corner, but Ortega is doing everything he can to try to get back on the advantage here. Reyes has slowed this match down. Is that smart?
Hey, yeah, with these kind of styles, these guys can adapt either way. I don't think mid-match game plan change is really going to mess either one up because they can adapt so well.
That's right. Referee's down only a 1 count. Ortega kicked out quickly on that one with a little bit of authority. Reyes going to go back to the knee right back into the middle of the spine, surfboard him back. That puts a lot of pressure on the shoulders and the arms of Ortega.
Yeah, Ricky Reyes has really not focused on a point yet in this match. So just now, oh, what a spinal tap. Reyes blistering Ortega again. I was going to say Reyes hadn't really picked a part of the body to focus on yet, like Ortega had done with the arm, but until this point, and now Reyes making it obvious that it may possibly be the back that is his focus point here tonight.
Yeah, and he picks him up, drops him flat on the back, stands on the face of Ortega.
That's just insult to injury. Reyes has more respect for Ortega than that. Even if he doesn't physically show that he has respect for Ortega, he has to, because he's been in the ring with that man. He knows what that man's been capable of.
That's right. I tell you what, Reyes is going to lift him back up. Going to try to stretch him out a little. Looks like he's going to slam him up and over, back on the back and the lower hip. Ortega in a world of hurt.
Gut wrench suplex, or some call it a salto suplex, but regardless, it's just a 2 count.
Look at this, Reyes back over here, lipping at the fans, listening to the fans.
Reyes has not endeared himself in the hearts of fans, really no matter where he goes. This is the attitude of the Havana Pitbulls. They don't care who cheers for him, who boos him. They're just out there to get a job done.
That's right, and it's all about the money. You got to have the wins to make the big money in professional wrestling. And that's what he's doing. He's trying to work his way up the ladder in the eyes of the world. Right here, main event, CWF Mid-Atlantic, Carolina Sports Arena, is one all-fired good way of doing that.
Yeah, he's already accomplished a lot up in ROH, former tag team champion up there. But this is his chance to stake his claim as a true contender in Mid-Atlantic rings. But he's still got to go through Jesse Ortega, sunset flip, kick out by Ricky Reyes, and flying leg lariat.
Oh, beautiful. Reyes called Ortega on his way down with that one. Goes down for the cover. Referee gets a 1-2 count. Ortega's able to get out on the 2.
You see Reyes maybe possibly getting a little frustrated here. Referee going down and check on Ortega, make sure he does want to continue. And there is no way Ortega's going to give this one up now.
I tell you what, Ortega, flat back, getting ready to set up for another kick. Oh, a drop kick to the face.
Reyes very methodically measuring each spot on Ortega's body. Each blow is met with such accuracy, and now applying the chin lock, looking to wear El Fuego down.
Yeah, El Fuego's fire's flickering a little bit right now, but all that's going to do is make him mad, especially if he can continue to breathe. Now, Reyes is going to take him down to the canvas, get him in a near pin situation. He is still holding on to the chin lock. Ortega is trying to grab the ropes.
Now, I will say, I don't think this is the Ricky Reyes that we are accustomed to seeing. I'm not saying he's wrestling a bad match by any means. He's very aggressive, but his game plan was obviously thrown off early, and he has had more trouble adjusting than I would have expected him to do against Jesse Ortega.
Yeah, it looks like Ortega's trying to fight his way back up to a sitting position. Reyes coming along with him. Ortega's fighting his way back up to his feet.
Ortega back up, but what a shot. Puts Jesse Ortega right back down. Reyes now shooting Ortega off. Ortega catches the boot of Ricky Reyes, spins him all the way around, catches one, catches two, blocks. What an enziguri by El Fuego, Jesse Ortega, Ricky Reyes down, middle of the ring.
I tell you what, this is incredible. Both men are blocking kicks, catching kicks. Ortega able to come out on top. Ortega back to his feet first.
Just waiting on Ricky Reyes to get up, and now Ortega trying to go for the Fujiwara, but Reyes rolls all the way through. Ortega hooks him, Northern Lights, takedown, has him hooked, but only able to get it 2.
That's right, Reyes has been all over the tapes. He's been in the ring with Ortega before. He knows what Ortega's setting him up for, and did you see the way he fought his way out of it?
Reyes is as much of a fighter as Jesse Ortega is. Like I said, both men so very, very evenly matched. Now, Jesse Ortega whipping the arm down, trying to pull it out of socket, and that may have well done it just right there. Jesse Ortega now going back. Could be not the Fujiwara, but Magic Straw has him hooked. But Reyes still did not have a hook quite tight enough, and Reyes was able to get out.
Yeah, Reyes was able to get out, but I'm telling you, Ortega's starting to add up the damage on the arms and shoulder of one Ricky Reyes. Reyes needs to stay away from him for a little bit. Gets feeling back in the arm. Ortega's going right back to it.
Yeah, but I think Ortega could taste victory there for a second, and Ricky Reyes was able to weather the storm, and I wonder if that has thrown Jesse Ortega off. Obviously, Jesse Ortega has right now slowed down his game plan a little bit more than the usual pace Ortega runs at.
Yeah, Ortega's still going straight to the face. Big chops to the middle of the chest of Ricky Reyes. Reyes down in the corner, struggling back up on his feet. Gets a little hand from Ortega. Shot off into the far ropes. Meets him with a boot.
Reyes brought that boot up in the last split second. No one home there for the kick. Oh, droving the jumping Shining Wizard right into the bridge of the nose. Ortega could have knocked him out, but Ortega somehow able to get out.
I do not know how he kicked out of that because that looked brutal from where we're sitting. Reyes got him grapevine up and over, drops him back on his head.
Reyes now, another lateral press, has the leg hook one more time, and once again, Ortega won't die. Ortega won't even die. He's going right back to the arm, trying to for the Fujiwara one more time.
Yeah, Ricky Reyes knows he's got to get over towards the ropes, got to get away from Ortega. Quickest way in his mind right now is getting to the ropes, getting out underneath the ropes, foot in the ropes. The referee is going to call for the break.
Jesse Ortega does not get with the Fujiwara this time. How many chances is he going to get? Reyes right back up. Kicks to the knee, trying to take the leg out of Jesse Ortega.
And I tell you what, Reyes is showing off what he can do with his feet. Impressive series of kicks.
Oh! Got him! Wrench in the arm! You see Jesse Ortega grab that arm and wrench him right down to the canvas, and now trying to pry back on the Fujiwara.
And it looks like Ortega's telling him to tap out. Ricky Reyes is going to struggle, fight his way back over here to the ropes. He may be just a little bit too close to the ropes. Ortega's in his ear. He's telling him he's going to lose the match. He broke.
I don't think Ortega did not have the leverage applied that he needed. He's got to readjust. Try for it one more time. Picking up, planting Reyes, now possibly going back to it.
Oh my goodness, he slings the arm back into the canvas, drops the boot back to it. You've got to wonder how much feeling Reyes has in the arm. Ortega off the second rope, nobody home.
Tried to springboard leg drop down onto that arm, but Reyes rolled it out of the way. Now Reyes can taste it. Right on top of Ortega, picks him up. Could be we've seen Reyes hit this before. Liger bomb.
Oh my goodness, Ortega.
Oh, Ortega out at one.
How in the world?
Kicks from behind Ricky Reyes. How frustrated must Ricky Reyes be after Jesse Ortega kicked out of one? Now going for a Fisherman Buster.
Dropped him flat on his back, straight on his head. He's down to the ref.
Two. And Jesse Ortega one more time kicking out.
And I tell you, I don't know where it's coming from, Ortega. We've seen the fire flickering. We thought the fire was out on this one. The fire's still burning. But I tell you what, Reyes is arguing with the official instead of making the cover.
Reyes has hit Jesse Ortega with some of the biggest moves in the playbook, and it's not scoring the win here today on February the 4th.
That's right. Looks like Reyes still in control. He's got Ortega up, setting him up for another fisherman.
Yeah, can we go for another Fisherman Buster here? Like you said, oh, Ortega all the way through. Fujiwara one more time, and boy, he's got to look a lot better than he did last time.
He's in the middle of the ring.
Ortega screaming, reaching back, referee asking Ricky Reyes, does he want to give it up? Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Jesse Ortega makes Ricky Reyes tap out, square, clean, middle of the ring.
What an incredible victory for the youngster Jesse Ortega. El Fuego burning brightly tonight. Ricky Reyes tapped out to the Fujiwara. We have seen it coming. We thought it was possible, but my goodness, right here tonight in the middle of the ring, Jesse Ortega takes another step towards the upper echelon of pro wrestling.
You got that right. What a tremendous physical war between Reyes and Ortega, but the...
Kill that music, you moron! I was showing this moronic rap how to count. You know, son of a bad word. You know that I came here looking for a fight.
And you got him with his blood.
You got fight.
Go back to wherever you came from and leave us alone.
And I came in here looking for anybody to answer my challenge. And I'll admit, you wanted to fight for respect and honor, something I know a little bit about. Fair enough. You beat me But now we're 1-1. Ah, shit.
Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth.
So, sometime soon, look at me when I talk to you.
Hey, you know what I'm listening to you.
One more time. I give you your rematch. Get it right. And if you want my respect, well then, I guess you can't earn it today, kid. Fair enough.
Take care of business. Yeah.
Jesse, here's the microphone.